Hello, reef obsessives, or people with too much time on their hands. Thought I'd distract you from your job for a few minutes, just to give you a quick shot of the tank as it exists in its almost year-old form. It'll be a year old in about 3 weeks. I've added a few new fish to the tank over the last month or so, I suppose. Got 3 zoster butterflies, which are settling in nicely. Really no aggression from the 3 that were there previously. Excuse me, the 5 that were there previously. I've reintroduced the purple tang that was beating the stuffing out of my gem tang, which is not a good thing. So I put it down in the refugium for a month, and that appears to have kind of reset the pecking order, but we shall see. I also had a second flame angel that I decided to add. He was a rescue flame that I got and managed to nurse him through velvet, ick, some sort of bacterial infection, I think. So they're both in there now. I cannot reliably distinguish male from female flames. I think they're actually both males, but I also think the tank is probably big enough that they can hopefully coexist. They spent the first couple of days looking at each other with great unhappiness, but but that seems to have settled down a bit, and I'm cautiously optimistic. I had picked up a bunch of stuff from a guy who was basically shutting down his tank, which included a large leopard wrasse, which I included in here, or I put in here along with a much smaller one. Curiously, the small one was ignored by the resident wrasses, the larger one given a hard time, but that seems to have largely passed. The only other thing that's new that I don't actually think I can, well, there's one right in the middle, is I did get a pair of Moyer's leopard wrasses. I always had this idea that I would like to try to keep one of all of the generally available species of leopard wrasse. That's proven to be a multi-year journey. I'm not even close. The Choatis wrasse, the Australian one, I've only tried once, and that didn't go well. And I'm missing a black and the Potter's wrasse, which is really hard to find now. So at any rate, here's a almost year-old video with some of the new fish that have made it in. I know I always say I'm done with fish and then end up not being done with fish, but I think at sort of around 110, this is probably probably close to being full, and that the tank is closed to new additions. All right, thanks for looking. Bye.